The Major Arena Soccer League is proud to welcome you to MASL Soccer on MASL TV.
Please rise if you're able. Gentlemen, please remove your hats. Members of the military veteran salute, and everyone else place your right hand over your heart as we honor America by singing our national anthem. Tonight's national anthem.
Every day, all across Maryland, we help employers keep their workers safe from accidents and injuries. We're Chesapeake Employers Insurance Company. At Chesapeake Employers, workers' compensation insurance and workplace safety have been our passion and our specialty for more than 100 years. We help protect Maryland workers because
End of every workday, someone's waiting for your safe return.
connect with your local agent or visit us online.
I just wanna be victorious. Doesn't matter what my story is. Even when the darkness shines, I'm not gonna lose this fight. I just wanna be victorious. Fire in the flames, it's glorious. Even when the darkness calls, I'm not gonna lose it all. I just wanna be victorious. Us, victorious. Us, victorious. Us, victorious. Us.
The story is changing. The words ever evolving. Bolder, braver. We are architects of opportunity, and what we're building is more than buildings. It's pride. College is capable of being more, and every day we're proving it.
Good afternoon and welcome to Towson, Maryland and the TU Arena as the Baltimore Blast open their 2024-2025 MASL season versus the Harrisburg Heat. Alongside Blast legend PJ Wakefield, I am Brad Crossley, and we'll be bringing you all the action from the season opener for the 10-time indoor champion Baltimore Blast. This is a very long-standing rivalry as the Blast and the Heat are only separated by 70 miles, thus calling this the I-83 rivalry. PJ, big rivalry here between the Blast and the Heat.
Yeah, this is always a fun one to play. Just you know, like you said, within an hour and a half drive, and see who comes out the better.
Last season had a record of 5-1 versus the Heat, winning all 3 games here at TU Arena, dropping their only defeat at the Equine Arena in Harrisburg. Baltimore outscored them 39-25 in those matches last season, and they continue to hopefully dominate this season. Blast coming off a bit of a disappointing season last year, compiling a record of 11-11-2 for 32 points, and missing the playoffs by only 1 single point. The Blast this year have completely made over the roster for the season, as Coach Bascombe was very deliberate in making his selections this year, bringing back 10 returners, but adding 10 newcomers. So we'll see, PJ, how long that fusion kind of works between the veterans and the newcomers.
Yeah, I think it'll take a little while, but you know, in a field this small, you got to get into it quickly. So the young guys will start learning. Usually not how you start, but how you finish the season is probably one of the better.
Key players for Baltimore, a fan favorite, Janatas Mello is back, who pretty much everything runs through him in the midfield, so keep an eye out for him. Also returning, Victor Pereiras and newcomer Mateus Silver. As for the Heat, unfortunately struggled last season with a 2-19-3 record, only compiling 8 points, which placed them 25 points out of the playoff spot. Coach Healy always has his work cut out for him with Harrisburg, but PJ, he always has his guys ready to play here in Baltimore.
He does. This should be a good one. Baltimore, Harrisburg, always fun to play, no matter what the standings look like.
Key players for Harrisburg, always look out for the dangerous Dominic Francis. Last year, 48 points, 28 goals, 20 assists. Also, returning veteran Malcolm Harris and Roshan Patton. It's about to get kicked off here in Baltimore. Pereira defensively in the corner. Up to Jamie Thomas. Jamie Thomas on the far wing. We'll see how the pace plays out here in the early goings, as both teams will try and get their footings here, as this is the first game of the season for both squads. Foul at midfield on Juan Pereira. Free kick, Heat. 7 rule changes this year in the MASL. We will go through them as the game goes on, as some may come very important here, especially at TU Arena in Baltimore. Adriano Dos Santos, longtime veteran PJ with Baltimore, now signing with Harrisburg.
Yeah, he was a leader in the back for them for the last couple of years, but now he's on the other side, so probably be a little bad blood here first couple shifts with him.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how that plays out between Adriano and the rest of the guys. Zierhofer brings it up to midfield. Patrick Thompson with the ball over to Silla. Silla, newcomer last year, really looking to make his presence felt in year 2. Pereiras off the boards. And Harrisburg gathers the ball as Patton brings it up. And a save by Zierhofer. Jesus Pacheco, second year with Baltimore. Very skillful in the midfield as the ball is played up to Matias Silva. I mentioned him in the pregame. He is one to watch. Big body out there, but very skillful player from Brazil. Baltimore maintaining pressure here. Jonatas Mello back in the lineup after a year hiatus due to some visa issues. And the squad very excited to have him back, as well as the fans. And we have a 3-line violation. Oh, correction. Looked like it was a foul. Free kick Harrisburg. Jake Dengler on the ball. Local Baltimore native, signing with the Heat this year. Joe Tavernisi on the far boards. Longtime veteran in the league. Utica, Florida. He's always dangerous out on the pitch. Jamie Thomas to Mello on the near boards. Down to Diegas. Diegas to Diesel. To Pereira along the far boards. Back to Jamie Thomas. This is what Baltimore likes to do, PJ. They really like to dictate the pace of play.
Yeah, just the first couple shifts of your first game, you got to get your legs under you, and now they're starting to keep a little possession here.
Saved by Navarrete. Navarrete played for multiple teams in the league. Did play with Harrisburg last year. Gets the start today for Harrisburg. Pereiras. To Thomas, far boards to Pacheco. To Bruno Enrique. Oh, great save by Navarrete. PJ look for that combination between Bruno Enrique and Victor Pereiras, as they were longtime teammates in Florida. So they have a good rapport with each other.
Yeah, that was a good quick connection they had there. Good opportunity to score a goal.
Harrisburg content to just get 5 behind the ball here and let Baltimore possess a bit. Diegas in the far corner. Back to Silla. Silla to Mello. Over to Pereira. Pereira likes to isolate and go 1v1. Oh, unlucky. Just wide. And it's over the glass for a goalkeeper distribution. Oh, we have
Looks
a
like
deflection.
it's gonna be a corner here.
Yeah, deflection. Corner kick for Baltimore. PJ, first game of the season. We'll see how much set plays have been worked on in training here.
Yeah, set plays are always a big part in this field. Always try to get that 2v1 isolation here to get a shot off.
11:03 left in the first quarter. Still scoreless here in Baltimore. And a goal! Ricardo Diegas from the corner. Great ball in off from Silla off the corner, and Diegas finishes. Baltimore leads 1-0.
That's just a good indoor goal right there. Ball off the boards, guy running through the boxes, tap in.
Yeah, Diegas was a big signing for Baltimore last year. Only featured in 4 games near the end of the season and got injured. In those 4 games, though, totaled 7 points in 4 games, so he's going to be a big pace for Baltimore if he can stay healthy. Thomas to Enrique. Oh, great save by Neveretti. Thomas had Juan Pereira wide open far post. Unfortunately, could not get the ball to him. Great dummy there by Harris. Harris to Taylor, and it rims around the boards to Zierhofer. Zierhofer up to Enrique with Adriano dos Santos on his hip. Baltimore turns it over, however, they gain possession back, and Neveretti recovers. Dos Santos in the far corner. Up to Maxi Schoenfeld, who had a brief stint with Baltimore. They go back to Neveretti. Foul on Harrisburg at midfield to be free kick Baltimore. MITRE is the official game ball supplier of the Major Arena Soccer League. Established in 1817, MITRE is one of the leading soccer brands worldwide and produces some of the best soccer balls in the world. Learn more at mitre.com. Big kick in for Baltimore along the far boards. As Pacheco will inbound the ball for Baltimore. Pereira's with the shot blocked. Mike Diesel goes into the near boards. Dominic Francis tries to bring it down. That is Harrisburg's big goal threat there, PJ. He is a prolific goal scorer for Harrisburg.
Yeah, the Blast have done a good job so far limiting opportunities in the offensive zone. They're kind of controlling this game so far, so you control the ball, you'll keep him off the score sheet.
Silla with the steal to Diegas. Over to Pereira. Back to Patrick Thompson. Over to Silla. Silla maintaining possession. Tries to play the ball down to Thompson. However, it's picked off by Kerstetter, who's now had a few seasons for Harrisburg. Blast goes back to Zierhofer. Over to Mello. Oh, turnover in midfield. It's good hustle there by Dominic Francis. Francis looking for the quick score there, trying to catch Zierhofer off his line as Baltimore plays it up to Enrique.
Rick's done a really good job. Every time he's got the ball down deep, he's almost had a goal scoring chance for the Blast. He does well with his back to the goal.
Yeah, big target forward is Bruno. Again, had some time in Florida. Last year played for the Iowa Demon Hawks in M2, was the league MVP in the playoffs. He is a goal-scoring machine for Baltimore, so they will be looking to get the ball down low to him.
Now here's one of the changes, right? We'll have where the goalkeeper now can't throw it over.
We will. That brings us to our official timeout with 7:44 left in the first period with the score Baltimore 1 and Harrisburg 0. We'll be right back.
GoosedUpCoffee.com. It's just good coffee.
As parents, we want to put our children on the right path, one that leads them to become intelligent, responsible, compassionate adults. That path begins with a Catholic education. Catholic schools inspire academic excellence with a balanced curriculum that integrates music, arts, world language, and Catholic faith, while challenging students in the areas of science, math, and technology. Help your child reach their full potential. Enroll in a Catholic school today.
While science has become better at treating people, we can't ever forget the importance of how we simply treat people. At MedStar Health, we get that when you need to see a doctor, you might need to see one today. Or if you need help on the weekend, you'll need an urgent care that's, open weekends. And if you need to stay home, then a video visit might be just what you need. The best of our minds, the best of our hearts. MedStar Health. It's how we treat people.
When you play the Maryland Lottery, please play responsibly. That means remember to spend within your limits, never borrow money to play, and know your odds of winning. To get more tips, scan the QR code or visit mdlottery.com/playresponsibly. Must be 18 years or older to play.
GoosedUpCoffee.com. It's just good coffee.
Welcome back to Baltimore with 7:44 left in the first quarter. Baltimore leading Harrisburg 1-0. It is goalkeeper distribution for Baltimore. And PJ, as we went to the break, that is one of the rule changes this year in the MASL. On goalkeeper distributions only, the goalkeepers can no longer throw the ball over 3 lines.
Yeah, it's gonna. I kind of like the rule. It's gonna make you, get the ball on the turf and try to play out. Now your defense is set up a little differently for it, a little bit of a zone, which will make it difficult in a small arena like the Blast have here.
Yeah, that rule will definitely come into play here in Baltimore and in Chihuahua as they play on the 2 of the smaller fields in the league. Francis fouled by Pereira, and Harrisburg will go with the free kick. Again, PJ, another rule change. You saw Francis get up a little quicker this year, as now if the player unfortunate there. Thought that might have been a back pass. I think Baltimore might have got away with one there.
Yeah, I think they got away with one.
Silla with the turnover. Saves Zierhofer. Francis again. He is not afraid to shoot the ball. He will fire from anywhere on the field, PJ.
Yeah, that's probably not one of the better opportunities to score, but he seems like he's willing to shoot from anywhere.
Pacheco. Oh, good save by Neveretti. Mateus Silva with the header.
Yeah, that's going to be a top of the box.
Illegal procedure by Baltimore. Dangerous set piece here for Harrisburg. For Harrisburg, Malcolm Harris, Francis, Mike DeSilva, who had a stint here with Baltimore, Jake Dingler, and Tavernisi. As Baltimore tries to break. Saves Zierhofer. And rolls to Neveretti. Looked like he wanted to slow it down for a minute there, but goes long to Harris. Game a little frantic right now, PJ. Baltimore needs to put their foot on the ball a little bit, get possession again.
Yeah, Harrisburg's kind of getting a couple chances off of free kicks, and Baltimore was doing a really good job of really spreading Harrisburg out and controlling the ball, but now it's kind of going back and forth a little bit.
Baltimore fortunate there. That was a very poor turnover in their defensive third. As Zierhofer looks long for Herrera. Herrera to Silva. Over to Mello. Back to Thompson.
And the Blast are doing a really good job. They got guys wall to wall, really spreading them out so they can find that ball at the center to the top guy. It's giving Harrisburg a little trouble.
Good hustle there by Thompson as Harris just clears and Harrisburg goes for a change. Thomas to Mello. Herrera looking for Enrique. Cleared out by DeSilva, and Baltimore regroups out of their defensive third. Bruno in the corner against that's two big bodies there, Enrique and Jake Dengler.
Yeah, they'll be going at it all game. Harrisburg seems to be kind of content, seems, in this first quarter to kind of sit in a zone. They're giving the Blast pretty much 3/4 of the field here to work with.
Yeah, Harrisburg sitting pretty much in a deep block here, just again content having 5 behind the ball and letting Baltimore possess. Diego's the goal scorer for Baltimore. Back to Pacheco. And the shot is wide. Goalkeeper distribution for Harrisburg. Again, new rule change. The goalkeeper cannot throw the ball over 3 lines from the goalkeeper distribution. So again, on these smaller fields like Baltimore and Chihuahua, this will change things up a bit for these teams as Baltimore forces the turnover.
Yeah, in a field like this, you go into a zone defensively when the keeper has it. It's hard to find any space to get it.
Villegas looking for Pereira. And Pereira gains back possession. Back to Thompson. Mello on the ball. Blatt's very, very pleased to have him back this season again after a year hiatus, unable to play last year. Very excited to have him back. Kick save never ready. And Baltimore gains possession once again. What a pass. Oh my goodness. Great save by Neveretti.
We may have a VAR here.
So this may be an official's VR decision, not a flag.
Yeah, I didn't see a flag, but the referee on the far side like initially stopped the play to review this.
So that is another rule change this year, PJ. Each team still has a challenge flag. However, this year, if they win the challenge, they gain their flag back. So last year, even if you won, you'd lose your challenge. Yeah. This year, if you win, you get your challenge back.
That's good. I mean, because you shouldn't be penalized for something, you know, that went right, that you challenged it, and then you'd still lose the flag. So, you know, you throw it for a reason to hopefully win it. So you should receive it back.
Now, I don't think this was a coach's challenge because, PJ, we did not see a flag thrown. I think this was an official's review.
Yeah, it looks like a official's review, but in the air, it's going to be very hard to tell if it crossed. But on that last bounce you see right there, it may have, there might be some
daylight?
There may be some daylight on that line, so this may be reversed as a goal.
When it comes to reviews, you have to remember they need undeniable evidence to change the call on the field. So it's kind of tough with that camera angle. We'll see if the officiating crew has enough to be able to change this.
Yeah.
As it was called no goal on the field.
One way or another, whether it's called a goal or not, the goalie made a great save on that. I mean, he got back. That was a great save.
Neveretti, amazing save.
But we'll hopefully for the Blast here, they overturn this and get a 2-0 lead. But another great play right before this, Henrique again. You know, they created a little give and go passing, which is.
So that look right there. It does look, but it's hard to tell from that angle.
Yeah, from this angle, it looks like a goal, but I guess the overview, you don't know if the ball crossed the line or not. So I don't know. I'm going to say no goal.
And the call on the field stands, no goal. Again, that is tough with that camera angle. You need definitive proof from the VR review. So referee crew did not think there was enough there to overturn it.
They may have to install cameras at the top of the crossbar shooting right down. That's the only way you're going to get a good look at that.
20 seconds left in the first quarter. Baltimore still leading 1-0 as they continue to possess in Harrisburg's half of the field. Harrisburg on the break now. That was great defense by Silla there.
Yeah, that was good. He got his body right between the two players there. That's good. That's stops the momentum. Probably be 1-1 there at the end of the quarter.
This brings us to the end of the first quarter with the Blast leading 1-0. We will see you after these messages.
I chose to work in a Catholic school because it really helped develop me as a whole person.
What I love most about teaching in a Catholic school is the small class sizes and the ability to have that opportunity to bring God into the classroom every day.
There's such a great sense of community, and our students live out our PBIS motto, which is to be respectful, responsible, and kind because Christ matters.
Discover the benefits of a rewarding career in Catholic education. Apply today
Every day, all across Maryland, we help employers keep their workers safe from accidents and injuries. We're Chesapeake Employers Insurance Company. At Chesapeake Employers, workers' compensation insurance and workplace safety have been our passion and our specialty for more than 100 years. We help protect Maryland workers because
End of every workday, someone's waiting for your safe return.
connect with your local agent or visit us online.
Bolder, braver. We are architects of opportunity, and what we're building is more than buildings, it's pride. College is capable of being more, and every day, we're proving it.
At MedStar Health, we're doing everything we can to prepare for what if. Like, what if you need care right now? We have the region's largest network of urgent care centers. Or what if you think you're out of options? Patients continue to turn to us after losing hope elsewhere. Or what if you can't get to care? Our mobile care units bring care to our communities. Because treating people means being prepared to treat them when what if happens. MedStar Health. It's how we treat people.
Catch MASL Monday every Monday night on MASL TV and on CBS Sports Galazzo Network. Alex Bashkavansky and Phil Levanko are joined each week by special guests from across the league to recap the weekend's games and discuss the league's hot topics. Brewed on the eastern shores of the Chesapeake Bay, Goosed Up Coffee is the official coffee of your Baltimore Blast, featuring decaf, breakfast blend, high test blend, and espresso. It is available at goostupcoffee.com and in the team store at the arena. Goosed Up Coffee, it's just good coffee. Welcome back to TU Arena as the start of the second quarter is about to begin with Baltimore leading Harrisburg 1-0. Shots in the first quarter, Baltimore 13, Harrisburg 4. And PJ, we noted in the first quarter, Baltimore possessed almost that whole quarter.
Yeah, they really controlled that half or that quarter. You know, like we said, it seemed like Harrisburg was sitting back, just a little bit of a zone, kind of trying to deny any chances here to stay in the game a little bit. We'll see if they stay that way.
Pereira to Diegas, back to Pereira. Might have been a handball there. As we have a superstructure violation. And Baltimore will have a free kick at the near yellow line. For Baltimore, Mello, Pereira, Thompson, Silla, and Diegas. Oh, wonderful ball by Pereira. Silla with a shot, save, never ready.
Yeah, what a good ball. Good opportunity to score there. Just a little back-footed there. Missed it.
Baltimore's had their chances. First game of the season, maybe not as clinical as they will be a little deeper into the season. Silla to Pereira. Kerstetter looking to shut Pereira down, goes into the far corner. And we recycle back to Mello. Mello with Francis. Just wide by Mello. As Harrisburg turns the ball over again. Silla to Thompson. Off the far boards, and Kerstetter clears. Harrisburg breaks out, looking to break Francis. Well defended there by Baltimore. As Enrique. Wonderful pass by Bruno Enrique. And Pereira's with the goal. Well done by Bruno Enrique there, bodying up the defender, staying strong, and getting the ball over to Pereira.
Yeah, Enrique's he's been pretty much on the ball all game and uses his body well here. You can see he just shields off the defender, trying to pull him back a little bit, and just lays off a nice, easy ball for a goal.
Again, two players that know each other very well. And you saw the connection there on that second blast goal. 13:03 left in the second quarter. Baltimore now leading 2-0.
Yeah, having a good, strong guy up top like him, Enrique, will, you'll score a lot of goals this year, just laying balls off of him.
Yeah, he has been a very good goal scorer throughout his career. As the ball rolls down to Neveretti. Dos Santos back to Neveretti. Pereira in pursuit as they play it up to Tavernisi. Silva, bad turnover there. Dos Santos with a shot, save Zierhofer. That might be some newcomer nerves there with Silva, PJ. You can't give the ball away in your defensive third.
Yeah,
in the center
he'll learn, and they'll go over that with him in the practice. But I think the Blast had a lot of trouble with that last year, just trying to get out the back bad turnovers that led to goals. So limit those as much as you can.
Diesel back to Zierhofer. Brings it over the yellow line to Diegues. He likes it on his left foot to Thomas. As Gavin Taylor lays it up to Patton. That's a foul on Panton. Free kick Baltimore. Still a far corner for Enrique. Oh, unlucky off the post. And Baltimore regains possession. Pereira with Kerstetter defending. To Thompson in the near corner. To Mello. Down to Enrique. Back to Mello. Just wide. Enrique to Silla. And the goal! Omar Silla! Omar in his second season with Baltimore finds the back of the net in the first game of the 2024-2025 season.
And it's another ball that came through Henrique again. Played another ball. I think that ball took a little deflection here. Got the goalie stopped in his tracks, but nonetheless, it was a good goal.
Yeah, we've said his name a lot just in this first quarter and a little bit of the second quarter, but Enrique very busy up front.
Oh, he's been on the ball relentlessly.
Dengler in front of the Heat bench. Turns it over to Diegues. As Baltimore will slow it down and maintain possession. Blast early on here has done a very good job in dictating the pace of play here today.
Yeah, Harrisburg's a little slow in the transition play, whereas Baltimore's getting up and down the field a lot faster, which is contributing to their success right now.
Scheinfeld down to Tavernisi. Zierhofer looks outlet to Pereiras. Pereiras blocked by Dengler. And cleared out. Tavernisi's 1v1. Great job by Thomas. Great defensive play to retreat. And Thomas draws the foul as Tavernisi gets hung up, and it'll be a Baltimore free kick.
Yeah, Jamie Thomas did a good job there checking back to slow Tavernisi down. Probably denied a goal there.
I think you're going to see Jamie Thomas in a little bit of a different role this season. As speaking with Coach Bascombe, he sees him more in a defensive role this year.
Yeah, he's been he's been a key contributor for the Blast. Up and down the field, good work ethic. Hopefully he'll be able to put some points on the board for him this year.
Top of the arc free kick for Baltimore as Harrisburg with an illegal procedure. As Mello triggers the ball, and it will be a goalkeeper distribution for Harrisburg. 9:38 left in the second quarter. Baltimore leading Harrisburg 3-0. DeSantos near corner. Herrera. Save by Zierhofer. Anton with a break there. Really good save by Zierhofer, making himself big and cutting down the angle. And it'll be a corner kick for Harrisburg. Francis looking to trigger for Harrisburg, as you have De Silva, Tabernisi, Harris, and DeSantos. Baltimore looking to break. Mello to Diegas. Broken up by Mike Diesel. Back to Silla, blocked by DeSantos, and Pereira takes possession along the far boards. Patrick Thompson. Over to Pereira. Pereira to Enrique. To Pacheco. Back to Silla. Over to Thompson. PJ, great movement off the ball by Baltimore these first two quarters.
Yeah, they're keeping like I said, they're keeping two guys wide, and they're making Harrisburg open up a little bit to find these balls down low and up to the top guys. It's very hard to defend that, and that's why they're not forcing balls in. They're keeping the ball. They're waiting for their opportunity to score.
Silla with a shot high, and it'll be goalkeeper distribution for Harrisburg. Roshan Patton dispossessed by Enrique, and Baltimore breaks 3v2. Oh, unlucky. Looking for Pacheco. Just a bit too far for him as the Blast resets with Omar Silla. Herreras in the corner to Enrique. Enrique and DeSantos. To Pacheco. Out to Silla. Herreras. Near boards to Silva. Down to Diegas. To Mello. Oh, great look by Omar Silla. Mello just couldn't get onto the end of that pass. Oh, great save by Neveretti. PJ looked like he took that one right in the face, but great save.
Yeah, he's not happy right now. Harrisburg is the possession the Blast is keeping is almost. I mean, Harrisburg looks. I mean, they look exhausted, but just keeping you on the field and extending plays here, the Blast are getting good opportunities.
Well, that's what the Blast does very well, right? They want to maintain possession. They're going to wear you out.
Yeah, this game's that might be 3 lines.
3 lines.
Yeah, back in my original days, Milwaukee was really good at that by just keeping you on the field, and you were exhausted by the time you couldn't even. I mean, you wanted to get off the field by the time you got the ball back. So when you did win it, you dumped it, and then you were right back on the D. So that's what the Blast are kind of doing to Harrisburg right now, keeping them on the field, tiring them out, and making the game easier.
Yeah, it takes a lot of energy when you're chasing and chasing and chasing.
Yeah.
Shot just wide. Francis cannot touch this again. he cannot be the one to touch it. If he was the one that took that shot, that has to be touched by someone else. Blast, quick restart. Oh, unlucky. Good clear by Dengler as Francis breaks out for Harrisburg. To De Silva. Back to Dengler. Tavernisi. Dengler. Back to Tavernisi in the corner. Oh, unlucky there for Tavernisi. Looking to go off the boards.
Media official timeout.
That brings us to our official timeout with 6:29 left in the second quarter. Baltimore 3, Harrisburg 0.
GoostUpCoffee.com. It's just good coffee.
Santa?
Feel the holiday magic of Maryland Lottery Holiday Scratch-Offs.
Every day, all across Maryland, we help employers keep their workers safe from accidents and injuries. We're Chesapeake Employers Insurance Company. At Chesapeake Employers, workers' compensation insurance and workplace safety have been our passion and our specialty for more than 100 years. We help protect Maryland workers because
safe return.
Connect with your local agent or visit us online.
When you play the Maryland Lottery, please play responsibly. That means remember to spend within your limits, never borrow money to play, and know your odds of winning. To get more tips, scan the QR code or visit mdlottery.com/playresponsibly. Must be 18 years or older to play.
Welcome back to the TU Arena. With 6:29 left in the second quarter, Baltimore is leading Harrisburg 3-0. And PJ, Baltimore again doing a really good job in keeping possession and creating some chances.
Yeah, the Blast have been the better team the first and second quarter here. Offensively, Harrisburg's kind of been stagnant with their movement. But I think some of that we've been talking about where they've just been playing so much on the defensive side. Their legs are tired. They can't get forward. And, you know, when they got the ball, they're trying to make changes, but they just really haven't had any chances to score a goal here in this first half.
Bad turnover there by Zierhofer. Ooh, got away with one there.
Yeah, that's what we talked about, the Blast. They got to clean that up a little bit. They had troubles with that last year.
Diesel, just in desperation mode, had to clear it out for a top-of-the-box restart for Harrisburg.
Harrisburg's going to wind up calling a timeout here. They look a little confused.
And you are correct, PJ. Timeout for Harrisburg. They did look... That's a rough timeout to take since we just had an officials timeout, and then you have to take one right away on a set piece.
Yeah, I mean, it's the first game of the season, but, you know, in these free kicks, you want to get your top 5 goal scorers on. They had 3 guys on the ball and 2 guys were running off, so you could see they were a little confused there.
Yeah, one thing we always know about Coach Pat Healy is he's a prepared guy. He's one for detail, so he wanted to make sure he had his best guys out there for this free kick.
Yeah, this is a big part for them right here because, you know, they got to get a goal to get back in this game here. So this is a good way to do it.
Key on Dominic Francis here. They love to go to Francis on his left foot as Harris re-triggers. And a goal. Oh, Dominic Francis. As I said, PJ, they like to key on Dominic Francis, and he loves it on his left.
Yeah, it's hard for the Blaster to defend, but it was a good shot, a little misdirection, roll back, and you know, he scores it going back across the goal. So that was a good goal. The Harrisburg needed that to get in this game.
6:18 left in the second quarter. Baltimore 3, Harrisburg 1. As Dominic Francis scores his first goal of the season and brings Harrisburg a little bit of life as we're counting down here in the second quarter. Silla in the near corner as the Blast turn it over. Dos Santos.
Uh-oh.
Oh, bad turnover. Oh, Navarrete, good job getting back. Scheinfeld. De Silva. And over the bar. Goalkeeper distribution for Baltimore. Diegas, double teamed in the corner, still maintains possession somehow, but the ball trickles back to Navarrete. Kerstetter to Scheinfeld. Back to Kerstetter. A little more possession here for Harrisburg as they play to Tavernisi.
And maybe that timeout gave him a little bit more life there.
Zierhofer was looking for the outlet, didn't have anyone, and finally found Thompson. As Baltimore looking for a goal here with 4:37 left in the second quarter. Bruno Enrique with a turnover.
Could be 3 line.
That should be 3 lines.
Yep.
3-line violation.
Tavernisi with 3 lines. I know Tavernisi has played here many times, but it is a different beast here in Baltimore.
Yeah, this field, it's small, but you got to deal with it.
Herreras with a shot from Mello. And goalkeeper distribution for Harrisburg.
But if you're planning a corporate meeting, social event, or in need of hotel accommodations, contact Holiday Express on Hunt Valley, 410-527-1500.
Navarrete looking for De Silva. And Baltimore breaks. Pacheco. Unlucky there, turned over by Baltimore. Silva. Taylor dispossessed. Bruno Enrique. Oh my, PJ, he has to score there.
Yeah, that was, he had them all faked out there, had an open shot, but just missed it. He did everything right.
Dos Santos as Tavernisi off the boards. And Enrique gathers to Pereira's, back to Enrique. Blast have numbers if they hurry. Great defensive play by Roshan Patton as Baltimore had numbers. .3:15 to go, second period. Baltimore 3, Harrisburg 1. Bello looking for Diegas. However, Tavernisi with the ball. Up to Patton. And a good job by Zierhofer to gobble that up. As he looks deep for Pacheco, Kerstetter breaks it up, however. Harris and Diesel going at it.
Diesel, a little retaliation on that one. Didn't like being pushed in the back. Kind of gave him a little chug down the field there.
Dengler on the ball for Harrisburg. Harris and Diesel going at it. Over to Kerstetter. Dengler in midfield. To Francis. Good diagonal ball for Kerstetter. However, Zierhofer was able to gather the ball.
Dug down the field.
Pacheco. Pereira back to Pacheco. However, Harrisburg with a good job defensively there. Able to get the game possession of the ball. Dengler at his own yellow line. Back to Scheinfeld. Looking for the far corner. No one was running onto that ball as Silla gathers it for Baltimore. Yellow line. Silla. Bad turnover there for Omar as Harrisburg breaks forward. Over to De Silva. Taylor, wonderful volley, just high. As Pereira goes down. And I think they're calling Juan for embellishment.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it kind of went down a little too easy there. Kind of an easy one for the referee.
Calling Juan for embellishment. So free kick Harrisburg with 1:13 left in the second quarter. Still trailing Baltimore 3-1 as Dengler, unneeded turnover there as he goes straight three-line violation from a free kick. Baltimore to trigger here with Pereira, just wide. And he can't touch the ball a second time either, as that will be a free kick for Harrisburg.
That would have been a good time maybe for the Blast to call a timeout with a minute left to try to come up with a free kick there and get a goal back.
Yeah, I would have to agree with you, PJ. I thought that would be a good time for a timeout. As Harrisburg keeps possession. Dengler, all alone, just fires wide. As 35 seconds counting down on the clock. Another turnover by Baltimore. PJ, a little sloppy here in the second quarter.
Yeah, Harrisburg's starting to play a little bit more now, cutting down the angles, making it harder for the Blast to get out of their defensive end.
Wonderful pass by Dengler, and a goal, Joey Tavernisi. What a big goal for Harrisburg. 15 seconds before halftime, PJ, to cut the lead to 1.
Yeah, I mean, the Blast were controlling this game 3-0, and, you know, with just 5 minutes left in this half, and now it's a 3-2 game, and all new game again.
Baltimore a bit sloppy here in this second quarter. Too many turnovers, and Harrisburg is back within 1. Pacheco near side looking to get a shot off before halftime. Oh, what a save by Navarrete as Jamie Thomas was porched on the doorstep and could not finish. Baltimore possessing most of that first half, and PJ, that last 5 minutes, just very sloppy and let Harrisburg get right back in this game. At halftime, Baltimore leading Harrisburg 3-2.
I just wanna be victorious. Doesn't matter what
While science has become better at treating people, we can't ever forget the importance of how we simply treat people. At MedStar Health, we get that when you need to see a doctor, you might need to see one today. Or if you need help on the weekend, you'll need an urgent care that's, open weekends. And if you need to stay home, then a video visit might be just what you need. The best of our minds, the best of our hearts. MedStar Health. It's how we treat people.
Every day, all across Maryland, we help employers keep their workers safe from accidents and injuries. We're Chesapeake Employers Insurance Company. At Chesapeake Employers, workers' compensation insurance and workplace safety have been our passion and our specialty for more than 100 years. We help protect Maryland workers because
End of every workday, someone's waiting for your safe return.
connect with your local agent or visit us online.
Welcome back to Baltimore as the Blast are leading Harrisburg 3-2 at halftime. And with me at halftime, longtime Blast owner, Mr. Ed Hale. How are you, sir?
Good. I'm doing pretty well, except for this is way too close. We've been dominating the game, and then for them to be within a point of us is not good.
Yeah, guys look good early. A lot of possession.
Doing pretty well.
Some good scoring chances. Just seemed a little bit off the mark a little bit that second half of that second quarter. So, Ed, obviously, back here for 2024-2025 season. A lot of new faces.
Yep.
Right? Some good veterans back, but a lot of new faces. Let's talk about some veterans back first, right?
Yep.
And we cannot talk about veterans being back more than Jonatas Mello.
Mello being back it's almost unspeakable because we really missed him last year. He's back this year and he's in shape. We've been practicing for 5 weeks, so he's doing well. Juan Pereira's doing well. I feel pretty good about the mixture of the new players and those guys. Those guys are they're consummate pros. It's going to be interesting to see how the forwards do. I'm sitting over with Tony Donatelli and his wife Sharon right now, and I said, "How weird is this?"
Is he going through withdrawal over there?
No, he's enjoying the game. And he's saying the same thing I am. It's way too close. Yeah.
So again, we talked about the importance of having Mello back. Couldn't play last year. He's back this year. I know, Coach Bascom really leans on him to be a big veteran presence and a leadership on the team. Both on and off the field.
Yep.
You got a guy like Juan Pereira,
right,
who does the same thing. Mike Diesel, another veteran back. Now let's talk a little bit about the new guys. Now, myself and PJ during the first half here, one of the guys we've really been highlighting is Bruno Enrique, big guy up front.
Yeah.
Looked really good.
Yeah, he does look good. I never really knew him. I knew of him, but I never really saw him play that much. I like what I see. I like to see Mateus be a little bit more dominant than he is because he's really a good player. He's a new guy. I forgot his name. Silva. Yeah, Silva. He's a good player, and I think we have a pretty good defense. Jamie in the back he's pretty good as a running back there in defense.
Big guy up
he's
front.
doing well.
Looked really good.
Yeah,
PJ and I talked a little bit about that during the first half. Kind of a different role a little bit for Jamie Thomas this year. Going to move him back a little bit.
Really saw him play defensively.
I like what I see. Again, another good veteran guy to have back for us.
It's great having Diesel. Having Diesel back is always a good thing. He's tough, but he knows where to go. He knows what to do.
Talk a little bit too about some guys we have in the midfield. Our midfield is just stacked. You have Pacheco. You have Victor Pereiras.
Right.
Those guys again looking really good early here.
They really do. I like Diegas. Diegas is a good player. He's tough. He's just in the right place at the right time all the time. And we're just being a little bit unlucky. By the way, was that a goal or no?
It was tough. From our angle, it looked like we could see a little bit of daylight, but again, with the camera angles, it's very tough to tell, unfortunately. Really? So let's talk a little bit about this offseason, right? So again, Coach Bascom really made a concerted effort to who he wanted to bring in and not have back. Big guy up front. Looked really good.
Yeah, he does look good.
What are your thoughts kind of how the offseason went and
never really saw him play that much. I
it
like
seems
what
like
I
a different vibe this year.
Right. We have a lot more youth and speed. But David set up 3 combines, one in North Carolina, one in Chicago, one in New York. And we got all these guys to come in. And I think we have a good crop of people. I think we have a real good, to me, we have a good team that we can build on. One unfortunate thing is we got this Chavez from Harrisburg. He's a good player, good kid. He had his ACL, and he's done something to his ACL, the one that was just damaged. So, we unfortunately may not have him this year. And, he gets, I think he finds out this week. But he's a really, really good player, and he's a good teammate. So hopefully he'll be back.
Yeah, I was able to catch him at training quite a few days. He's super quick, skillful with the ball.
Yep.
That'd be unfortunate if he was out for the season with an injury.
No doubt about it. But we're going to see, who's going to step up in terms of our strikers, our forwards. I think so bad. Victor Pereira is a good thing. He's good. He's one second forward, but he knows where to go. He knows what to do. And I believe that once we get this rolling, we're going to be a good team, and I believe we're going to be a tough team to beat. Although, when it's close like this, I've seen too many of these games.
Big guy up front look really good.
He does look good. We should be way up. We're not putting away our chances, and it can bite you. So I hope that doesn't happen.
Yeah, they definitely created a lot of chances, just not quite finding the back of the net here in that first half. So you mentioned Diegas just a few minutes ago. So we signed him late last year and was gangbusters for us when he came here. Unfortunately, injured.
Right.
I think the key for him this year is staying fit so we can have him, right?
Yes. Yeah, he hurt his back last year, and it was very debilitating. And so we have him for the season, and we hope that he's going to be here, and we'll see. We also have one other forward that may be coming to us once he clears some of the immigration stuff, and we're hoping to have him. His name is Kevon Frater. Kevon's a good guy. He practiced with us last year, and we hope that he's going to clear. And he's a handful. He's about the same size as Mateus Silva.
And lastly, Lad, before we have to go, one guy we haven't talked about, he's unfortunately not playing tonight, but a late signing and a big veteran guy to help us defensively, and that is Elton De Oliveira.
Right.
We signed him.
Yep. Yeah, we needed to have somebody that's have a little stability in the back, and I think that's what we have with him. Yeah.
Well, Ed, I appreciate you stopping over. I know I didn't want to pull you away from Tony Donatelli over there. Tell him you might need to get on there and score some goals.
Yeah, something. I don't think he misses it. It's kind of strange because I've known him forever. I hated when he played for Philadelphia against us because he was so good, and he's a fantastic teammate and a good guy.
Yeah.
Great family.
Well, Ed, thank you for coming over, spending time, and hopefully second half Baltimore will come through.
Yep.
Again, 3-2 Baltimore. We'll be back for the third quarter in just a minute.
Shoot! He scores!
What's up, soccer fans? This is the MASL in 5. I'm Alex Bastiavansky. Great to see you again. I've only got 5 minutes to get you caught up on all that's gone down in the league over the past week, so let's go.
Marquez moving to his right. He shoots, and another goal! Kansas City goal! It is Ramon Palmer from Riyad Marquez.
The MASL season kicked off last weekend with the Battle of Missouri. St. Louis and KC going toe-to-toe in a home-and-home series. Friday was the opening game in St. Louis. KC was all over them like a bad rash. The Comets dominated the ambush last season. St. Louis hoping to turn the corner this year, but the visitors were dominant in the first game, beating them 8-3. Leonardo Acosta has started the season on fire. As a rookie last season, he averaged a point per game. He is well ahead of that pace this season. 4 goals and 2 assists over the 2 games against St. Louis. Lucia Tetsani was scoring bangers for the Comets last weekend.
In front of Costa. Slammed it just wide. Tetsani won't.
Wow. What a screamer for Tetsani. To pick up the loose ball, settles it on the blue turf, fires! And that was a banger! Shazam! Comets level the game at 1.
KC also managed to take game 2 at home by an 8-4 score. Scary moment right here, though. Zach Riggett, last year's co-Golden Boot winner, scores and then goes down like a pile of bricks holding his ankle. Finally, though, did walk off and managed to continue the game. Big sigh of relief there for KC. Okay, games coming up this weekend. Chihuahua taking on the Empire Strikers. Chihuahua, of course, back-to-back Ron Newman Cup champions. And they've got Hugo Puentes back in the lineup this season. Last year's leading scorer for them, who scored this beautiful clincher against Kansas City to win the title last year with just a $1.35 left on the clock. He is expected to lead the way for the Savage once again this year. But Marco Fabian returns for the Empire Strikers. He was the co-Golden Boot winner with Zach Riggett last year, 35 goals. Can't wait to see what Marco's going to do with the full season of indoor soccer under his belt. KC in Milwaukee to face the Wave. This game will be on CBS Sports Golazo on Saturday. Kickoff at 7:05 Eastern. Two old school rivals. KC was 3-0 against the Wave last season and knocked them out of the playoffs. Ian Bennett back in the lineup for the Milwaukee Wave. IB26, the Canadian assassin, 22 goals, 5 assists last season for the Wave. Okay, Tacoma in San Diego to face the Sockers. Last season, San Diego on paper was dominant, 5-1 against the Stars, but Tacoma really got it going towards the end of the season. We are excited, though, to see Sebastian Mendez for the first time in a Sockers uniform, acquired from the Texas Outlaws. Last year, 23 goals, 15 assists, second in scoring for Texas. But Nick Pereira, the legend, returns for the Stars. Last season, get this, 39 points in just 13 games for the MVP from 2 seasons ago. Finally, Harrisburg taking on Baltimore on Sunday. The Blast 5-2 against the Heat last year. Both teams had rough seasons. Baltimore finished 5th in the East, missing the playoffs. While Harrisburg, a season they like to forget, they finished 7th in the Eastern Conference. Time to take a look at some of the top plays from the last week now.
Able to poke in front of Costa. Slammed it just wide. Tetsane won't.
Wow. What a screamer for Tetsane.
Score is now buried, trying to add 2. The final seconds. Ramirez with 3 seconds left.
You gotta be
one home.
kidding me. Another one. Save this game for the Comets.
Almeida.
There's another one.
By him again, but this one will make it 5-2. The second for Varela.
Handball call. Chest. And here comes SK with a shot and a goal.
Take it as your target forwards and 2 defensive runners.
Oh, there's Riggett! How did he do that? And driven off the glass, rebounding to the near side. And it is Varela who sends one in. Now a rebound shot and another goal by St. Louis. Tetsane trying to pick up the loose ball. Settles it on the blue turf. Fires! And that was a banger! Shazam! Comets level the game at 1. Tetsane, an example.
And of course, you can stay up to date on everything that's going on in the MASL all throughout the season with great feature stories, the latest news, statistics, by checking out the league's official social media outlets. Thanks so much for watching. We'll see you next week.
Welcome back to TU Arena as we are starting the third quarter as Baltimore leading the Harrisburg Heat 3-2. And PJ, we're going to look at some of the first half highlights as Diegas gets on the board for Baltimore.
Yeah, go up 1-0 on that free kick. Easy indoor soccer goal off the boards, tap in for a goal.
Bruno Henrique there muscling, as we talked about when that was live, and he hits it over to Ferreras for another goal for Baltimore.
Yeah, he's been all over the field offensively for the Blast, creating all kind of goals. Another assist here, so he's been the main player for Blast offensively.
Yes, Henrique again over to Silla for the goal, and then Harrisburg counters with Their big gun, Dominic Francis, with his left foot for a goal, and then a fantastic pass by Jake Dengler to Joey Tavernisi to put Harrisburg only down 1 at halftime when it seemed Baltimore had this game in control.
Yeah, I think Baltimore probably went into halftime a little disappointed here. They probably could be up 6-7-0, 6-7-1. And, the unfortunate mishap for Harrisburg leads to a timeout, to a free kick goal, and, got their legs going. And now you're in a 3-2 game where it could have been, almost a blowout going into halftime.
First half statistics for Harrisburg: 9 shots, 9 blocks, 3 fouls, and 11 saves for Navarrete. As for Baltimore, 23 shots in the first half, 2 blocks, 6 fouls, and 7 saves for Zierhofer. So, PJ, not for a lack of trying, Baltimore 23 shots in the first half.
Yeah, they controlled the whole half up until about 5 minutes left, until Harrisburg got that free kick and scored a goal. And then Harrisburg started turning around a little bit. But, you could see where the goals came for the troubles for Baltimore was, the balls out of the back, the defensive end, the turnovers that led to Harrisburg getting back in this game.
MASLsoccer.com is your home for everything Major Arena Soccer League. All the latest news, leaderboards, highlights, and more. MASLsoccer.com. The MASL All-Star Game is headed to Utica, New York on February 12th, 2025. Follow MASL on social media for updates, tickets, rosters, and more. As Baltimore is kicking off the start of the third quarter, Mike Diesel down to Diegas as Navarrete collects it. PJ, Baltimore's going to look to regain possession and kind of try to dictate the play like they did in that first quarter.
Yeah, I think they just got to, get the ball on their foot, run a play they've been doing. The next goal here is kind of big. The Blast get the next goal. They kind of got a little momentum on their side. Harrisburg gets it, then we're back into another hard-fought game here.
Panton with a shot, saves Zierhofer as Thomas breaks out of the defensive zone. Down to Diegas, marked by Dengler. Back to Thompson. Oh, looking for Jamie Thomas, far post. Save Navarrete. Again, Baltimore 23 shots in that first half. Need to be a little more clinical around the goal and put some of these chances away. Enrique to Thomas as Pacheco comes off on a change. Pacheco, far boards to Thompson. Block in front by Harrisburg as De Silva brings it out and turns the ball over. Juan Pereira save Navarrete. Over to Silva. Pereiras. Enrique in front, cannot finish. That was a great opportunity for Baltimore there.
Yeah, Enrique's been a handful. Had 2 chances there.
Yeah, he's been a real bright spot here this first game. Be exciting what he's going to do the rest of the season. Enrique in front, cannot finish as he's in the far corner. That was a great opportunity for Baltimore there.
Yeah, Enrique.
As the ball comes back over to Pereiras. Pereiras to Silla. Pacheco. Back to Pereiras. Good block by Francis. And Baltimore regains possession again. Silva. I'd like to see Silva get a little more involved. He's a big body, and he has a cannon for a shot, PJ. We have not seen it yet today. Big guy up
the
front.
Blacks are doing a good
really
job right here
maybe.
now, just forcing Harrisburg so deep that even when they win the ball, they have no outlet.
I never really saw him play that much. I like what I see.
Unlucky there for Pacheco, and this will be a kick-in restart for Harrisburg. Taylor to restart for Harrisburg. Actually, Harris will come over now. Say, I will take that. Thank you very much. Scheinfeld. Back to Harris. Harris, longtime veteran for Harrisburg. They really need to count on him this season. Dos Santos. Back to Taylor. The ball goes all the way in their defensive third. Enrico looking for the turnover there.
Yeah, that would have been a walk-in there.
Oh, that was a cheeky little pass by Diesel there.
Yeah, I think it just came off the boards a little high on him. He just couldn't get his foot up that high to it. That was a good ball, though.
Goalkeeper distribution, Harrisburg, as Neveretti rolls it to longtime Baltimore Blast, now Harrisburg Heat player Adriano Dos Santos. Patrick Thompson battling with De Silva. Thomas with a shot. On the field for Baltimore now, number 18, Espina. Newcomer for Baltimore, seeing his first action today. Thompson. A little too long.
Thompson's had a lot of looks here as well for the Blast. Get one to connect yet.
Be free kick Baltimore as Thompson will look to inbound. Back to Mello. Mello looking to create. Over to Thomas. Down to Diegas. Two big guys there, Diegas and Dos Santos. Wow. No foul there, PJ.
Yeah, I don't know if that was a slipper. He looked like he took his ankles right off him. Might have got away with a foul there.
Thomas far boards. Silva with a header, just wide. Perry to right, back to Harris. Great saves here, Hoffer. That was Anthony Wright for Harrisburg, son of indoor legend Paul Wright, who came over from Empire Strikers this season to Harrisburg, seeing some action. Zierhofer looking to distribute. Finds Pacheco. Good diagonal ball. Back to Silva. Mateus to Pereira. Blocked by Harris. PJ, it looks like Baltimore they want to take that extra touch when they're ready to shoot. They need to maybe release the trigger a little sooner.
Yeah, Pereira's doing a good job. He likes to hang out here on the wings, and he likes to cut that ball inside and get that shot off. But Harrisburg's a little tucked in and kind of playing like we talked about that zone. It's not a lot of room there to get the shot off.
Pacheco, left side. He likes it on his left foot as well. As Harrisburg tries to break. Pereira to Zierhofer, to Silla, to Pacheco. That was very well done by Baltimore there. Clear out their defensive third. What a pass by Pereira. First touch lets Omar Silla down, unfortunately, as Enrique tries to collect. And Harris breaks out for Harrisburg. Panton. Turnover again. Enrique looking to shoot here. Great save, Navarrete.
It's got to be a dangerous play here.
And Kerstetter called for dangerous. And Mello will look to restart. Nico Williams now on the field for Baltimore, seeing his first action of the season. A newcomer for Baltimore. I know Coach Bascom has high hopes for this young man. Good clear by Dengler using that big frame of his. As Thomas goes back to Zierhofer. Back to Thomas. To Pereira. Diesel. Harrisburg pressing a little more here, PJ.
Yeah, and I feel like this, you would think you would want to, press up and not give much space because you can't go 3 lines. There's nowhere really to go. That first 2 quarters, they kind of sat back and let the Blast control the tempo.
8:05 left in the third quarter. Baltimore 3, Harrisburg 2. As Baltimore looks to possess again here in the third quarter. Thompson. Midfield to Pereiras. Thompson with Francis marking. And off the boards, and Mike Da Silva gathers for Harrisburg. Mike Da Silva, again, had some time here in Baltimore. Has played in Harrisburg, has played in St. Louis. And now, again, getting some time with Harrisburg. Pacheco, save Navarrete. PJ Navarrete's earning his bucks here today.
Yeah, he's making a lot of saves here. He's been very active, probably keeping Harrisburg in this game.
Diegas, little back heel down to Silva. Oh, unlucky. Oh, what a save by Navarrete. Oh, my.
Yeah, how's that not go in, right?
Blast a little snake bit right now. They cannot find the net. Breakout for Diegas. Oh, poor pass by Diegas as he had Victor Pereiras wide open. As Zierhofer distributes to Diegas. To Mello, who wants to slow things down a bit. As it's 2v5 at this point for Baltimore. Probably would have best to slow it down a little there, PJ.
Yeah, Harrisburg's kind of going back to where they were in the first half, where can't get forward again. Yeah, sometimes it's just better to dump it back, get off, get fresh legs, keep the ball.
Ospino back on the floor for Baltimore, so Coach Bascombe giving him some minutes here in the third quarter. As we have Mello, Thompson, Enrique, and Omar Silla for Baltimore. DeSantos working in the corner. Did well there as Kerstetter looks to break to Da Silva. Mello. Good block by Kerstetter. Double team coming now, and Mello does really well to get out of there.
Yeah, it could have been a foul, but they let him play, had the advantage there.
Ospino to Thompson. Enrique. Pacheco off the bench looking for the shot, and a goal! Jesus Pacheco! And with 4:56 left in the third quarter, Baltimore leads 4, Harrisburg 2. PJ, I saw Pacheco make that run all the way from the bench on a line change to get that shot.
Oh, you can see it. He knew it was coming. And once again, who assists? Henrique again, able to be patient on the ball to lay it off, seeing Pacheco coming. And, I think, he got the shot on goal, but a little bit of deflection will help there. But any shot in this game on target's going to go.
With 4:56 left in the third quarter, Baltimore Blast leads the Harrisburg Heat 4-2. Big guy up front looked really good.
Yeah, he does look.
Enrique in front. Cannot
do for me.
What?
Come here.
Great opportunity for Baltimore there.
Yeah, Henrique's been a handful. Had 2 chances there.
Yeah, he's been a...
What are we waiting for? No one comes into our house and pushes us around.
Let me ask you something, Mr. Campbell.
What kind of power you got?
Oh, man, you know I got some soul power.
This could be the greatest night of our lives.
We shut them down because we can.
They don't know your heart.
On this team, we fight for that inch.
It ain't about how hard you hit. It's about how hard you can get hit and keep moving forward. How much you can take and keep moving forward.
All right, let's go. Let's go.
Let's get ready to rumble.
Let's go.
Welcome back to Towson, Maryland in the TU Arena as we're here for the home opener of the Baltimore Blast as they take on the Harrisburg Heat. 4:28 left in the third quarter. Baltimore leading 4-2 as Jesus Pacheco just put the Blast up by 2, PJ.
Yeah, good goal for
Big
the
guy
Blast
up
there.
front looked really good.
Game
Yeah, he
was
does
kind of
look
getting
good.
a little wide
I never
open.
really
Blast
knew
able to
him.
score a goal
I
there.
knew
Big
of
goal,
him, but I
kind of
never
take
really
their,
saw him play that much.
2-goal lead
I
again.
like what I see.
Big guy up front looked really good.
It looked like it was going to be a drop ball, but the FAR official called a foul. Looked like on Harrisburg. I'm not sure what it was.
In front. So it looks like the Blast will have
That's a great opportunity
here
for
Baltimore there. So
Yeah,
PJ,
Richmond a
one of the
handful.
new rules this year is if you remember when guys would
this is way too close.
intentionally pin the ball up against the boards, that is now a penalty on the team that creates that stoppage. And look who it is with the goal. Welcome back, Jonatas Melo. I know that feels good for him coming back.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it does. That was a really good breakout from the back for the Blast, just to 1-2 all the way up the field and just a tap in. Really good goal there.
I know that's a lot of frustration for Jonatas Melo having to sit last season. So for him to get on the scoreboard here at the home opener, that has got to feel amazing for Jonatas Melo as he finishes in the upper corner for Baltimore, now leading 5-2. Silva double teamed and is called for the foul. I thought he did quite well there to shield the ball, but it looks like this is going to be a very dangerous restart for Harrisburg just outside the box.
Yeah, these are tough. They're going to have a bunch of overloads here for Harrisburg. This is almost a 3-on-1. The top guy's for the Blast going to have trouble here defending this.
PJ, I don't think there's any secret here. I think they're going to look for Dominic Francis on his left foot here.
I'm assuming he's going to try to find an opening here. That would be the first look, I would think.
Oh, Tavernisi. They look for Tavernisi. Did get the shot off, and now
at his own yellow
line. Called for a hold. Back to Scheinfeld. As Harrisburg looks to restart. Looking for the far corner. No one was running on 3:57 left in the third quarter. Baltimore 3. Harrisburg 2. As Malcolm Harris steps over the ball, Francis hits from the far boards. Bad turnover there for Omar. As Jake Dengler shot and a goal to De Silva. Taylor, too easy there for Baltimore as they let Harrisburg back in the match. As a goal by Jake Dengler with 3:50 left in the third.
Yeah, it looks like just another turnover by the Blast in their own defensive end that leads to another goal.
Yeah, Pacheco has to do a little better there, either holding the play or getting a distribution off a little quicker as Dengler creates the turnover and Harrisburg is back within 2. Carreras to Mello. Diesel and Francis battling in the boards.
So far, it's been a pretty friendly game. Just a little bit of fouling, but I wouldn't be surprised to see some, here we go, one yellow card here now.
Looks like Diesel's getting a yellow.
The game's going to start getting that Baltimore-Harrisburg rivalry a little chippy. We're going to start probably seeing some yellows and blues flying here soon.
As looks like Dominic Francis got the worst of that one, as looks like he was clutching his hip there, and looks like Mike Diesel got a misconduct yellow here with 3:22 left in the third.
The Heat are challenging the potential misconduct.
22 left in the third. So Harrisburg is challenging the play. I'm not sure, PJ, if they're challenging for a blue card or if they're challenging, they want the yellow to a red. I'm not quite sure what they're challenging here.
Yeah, I mean, if it's on Diesel and Francis, it looks like the play was just outside of the camera view. I mean, everything looked fine here.
Yeah, I didn't see.
And then you kind of see Francis. Well, maybe we'll see a better view here.
I don't know, PJ. I didn't see much in that.
Yeah, I mean, nothing to warrant anything crazy here. I mean, you can see them battling here. They're both battling. I mean, I don't see anything there that would make you go to the ground.
So Harrisburg utilizing their challenge. Now, if they lose this challenge, they're done. They don't get their challenge flag back. New rule change this year. If you do to a coach's challenge and throw the flag and win, you get your flag back.
So whatever they challenge, it looks like they won and they're got the ball coming out.
But you cannot challenge a simple foul. It has to be either a 2-minute penalty or a misconduct. So I'm not sure. They may be saying foul, but no challenge as far as the misconduct goes.
It looks like Diesel's coming out of the box, so he no longer has. Okay, so he does have no misconduct on that play. So maybe they were reviewing the
misconduct?
Misconduct there.
So if that's the case, then Harrisburg should be out of challenges. That was not a successful challenge. Nonetheless, 3 minutes left in the third quarter. Baltimore 5, Harrisburg 3, as Dos Santos possesses and knocks it down for Tavernese. To Scheinfeld. Oh, little bit of deflection there. Zierhofer has been on his game there as he looks to distribute to Thomas.
I would lean to say probably with the caution they had there in the stoppage of play, any type of foul here is probably going to result in a 2-minute penalty for one of these teams. It's starting to get a little bit chippy, but we'll see how the referees decide it.
It is Baltimore-Harrisburg, so it can get very, very chippy. As you said, it's been pretty clean so far, but we're getting in the late stages of the third quarter here and into the fourth, so we could see it ramp up just a bit as Neverready plays it to De Silva. De Silva off the boards. Espino with the header. Baltimore cannot get out of their offensive third, and Harrisburg does a good job in maintaining possession. That is blocked by Thompson. That should just be a regular kick in, not a top of the arc, as that was a block and not a deliberate clear. Harris to restart. Goes back to my Thompson. That should just be a regular kick in, Taylor. And not a deliberate clear. Back to Harris. Baltimore pressing a bit higher now as they look to pin Harrisburg, and they create a turnover. Mello! Oh, just wide. Diegas. Oh, what a goal! Ricardo Diegas. Talk about hustle and staying with the play, PJ. Thompson, that should just be a regular
by
kick in.
Harrisburg keeper, and
Not
Mello had a wide open net, just missed, and
a block and not a deliberate clear.
what a good goal by the Blaster.
You could see that coming, PJ. Baltimore really pressing high to create the turnover. Mello almost with the empty netter, and then Diegas with some great hustle finishes, putting Baltimore back up by 3 with 1:20 left in the third quarter. Foul on Baltimore. As number 47 for Harrisburg, Favia, PJ, number 1 draft pick in the MASL Combine.
Yeah, I believe they have another one of those coming up. So any players interested in attending the league should go to that.
What a block by Silva. As Zierhofer was down, the goal mouth wide open, and Mateus Silva with a goal-stopping block. As number 47 for Harrisburg, Herstetter for Harrisburg. Over to Francis. He might have been better to take a touch there and then fire with his favored left. As we're counting down, last 30 seconds of the first quarter for Harrisburg. Jamie Thomas over to Francis. He might have been against Wright. Pacheco. Poor decision there for Pacheco. As Harrisburg will have a goalkeeper distribution with 24 seconds remaining in the third. That should be 3 lines on Navarrete. As again, Baltimore doing a good job pressuring the ball, and Harrisburg having difficulties getting out of their defense. This should be Baltimore's ball at the offensive yellow line.
It looks like the third official called the referees over. I think they might be confused about Diesel being on the field, whether he was supposed to have a yellow or not.
So we have the officiating crew on the near boards. Harrisburg, Favia. Looks like they're discussing something with foul count or what, PJ? I'm not quite sure.
Mike Diesel was on the field. The third official was pointing at him as he was walking on. So I'm not sure if they stopped this to figure out if he was supposed to have that 5-minute penalty or not. Originally they said no because they waved it off, but I'm not sure if we're all the same.
Correct. They did announce Mike here Diesel in the arena that the misconduct was not happening. So
I'm not sure if they stopped.
I'm not sure why it would have been a problem if Mike Diesel was on the playing field. The officials here on the near side still discussing as they come over to Coach Bascombe and try to figure out what's going on here. As now Diesel is going back into the box. So PJ, I am not sure what is happening.
Yeah, I'm not sure either because I thought they waved the 5-minute misconduct off, but I think that's clearly what they're talking about from before.
That's the only thing I can think of, PJ, because Mike Diesel is back in the penalty box. However,
we're playing 5v5.
Yeah, looks like they have it straightened out because Baltimore has the free kick on the offensive yellow line as we restart here with 13 seconds. Great save, never ready, as Diegas found a weak spot in that far corner to get that shot off. As the quarter is going to wind down here. Key save there by Neveretti as the quarter is winding down. As I guess we won't see Mike Diesel for a few minutes, PJ.
I guess, does the 5 minutes start now, or does the 5 minutes start? I don't know.
That brings us to the end of the third with Baltimore 6, Harrisburg 3. I guess we won't see Mike Diesel for a few. Diesel is back in the penalty box. However,
we're playing 5v5.
Yeah, looks like they have it straightened out. I am not sure what is happening. Big guy up front looked really good.
Yeah, he does look good. I never really knew him. I knew of him, but I never really saw him play that much. I like what I see. I like to see Mateus be a little bit more dominant than he is because he's really a good player. He's a new guy. I forgot his name. Silva. Yeah, Silva. He's a good player, and I think we have a pretty good defense. Jamie in the back.
Get the latest news on the MASL and your favorite teams by following MASL Soccer on Facebook and Instagram and MASL Arena on Twitter. Catch MASL Monday every Monday night on MASL TV, on YouTube, and CBS Sports Galazzo Network. Alex Bastiavansky, along with Phil Levanco, are joined each week by special guests from across the league to recap the weekend's games and discuss the league's hot topics. And CBS Sports Disagree with a call tonight? Network. You might just see it on MASL's most controversial show. Along with Phil Levanco and MASL head referee Ryan Sigich. Catch it every Friday on YouTube. Third quarter stats: Harrisburg 8 shots, 4 blocks, and 8 saves for Neveretti. Baltimore 15 shots, 3 fouls, 7 saves for Mike Zierhofer. Bruno Enrique trying to work it along with Victor Pereira. However, Neveretti distributes the ball out to himself as he gets across the yellow line. As Harrisburg looks for a scoring opportunity as De Silva gets double teamed in the corner. Dos Santos back to Neveretti. Neveretti all the way over is the second yellow line. Victor Pereira, however, Dos Santos with the turnover, distributes the ball out to himself as he gets across the yellow line. As Harrisburg, Panton double teamed. as Pereira possesses for Baltimore. Santos back to Neveretti. Over to Mello. Neveretti all the way over as slows it down and looks for a yellow line. Victor Pereira. Santos with the turnover. Just wide. As he gets
Get some changes on the field for him.
good job defensively there by DeSantos, but a turnover by Harrisburg and a foul's called on Thomas. DeSantos back to Neveretti. Down to Tavernisi. Silla in defense. A foul called on Silla. Looked like he tripped over the ball to me, PJ.
Yeah, a little off balance, but they're going to give him that call every time. Every time I look up, Tavernisi's on the field. I feel like he's probably the leader in minutes tonight.
He's definitely put in some work tonight for Harrisburg. Oh, bad turnover by Baltimore. Oh, and they got fortunate there as Tavernisi rings the far post. With 12:50 left in the quarter, Harrisburg trailing by 3. Pacheco to Pereira. Pereira loves that isolation to go 1v1.
He's good with the left foot down in that corner.
And he draws the foul, so ball's in the far corner. MASL College Draft, December 18th. 3 rounds of picks. The first 2 rounds are territorial, followed by the last round is an at-large. So some up-and-coming college players looking to get a shot at the MASL College Draft, December 18th. Silva, Pacheco, down to Silla, broken up by De Silva, and now Wright to Perry, back to Dengler, Dom Francis, back to Neveretti. De Silva and Silla battling in the corner. And he goes back to Francis. He wants to go left. And Juan Pereira comes away with it. Back to Zierhofer. Oh, what a ball by Francis. What a ball by Francis.
And De Silva just couldn't get his feet under him. Great ball by Francis.
Baltimore needs to be in no hurry now, PJ, being up by 3.
Yeah, they can sit back and possess the ball like they're doing now. Harrisburg will have to eventually come out and defend.
Another big save by Neveretti as Thomas beat De Silva in the far corner and got the shot off. Another big save as Mello cleans up defensively and Baltimore possesses. PJ, Harrisburg looks exhausted.
They do, and even on that last transition, the Blast got all 5 guys back behind the ball, won it, and Harrisburg still had 3 guys behind the yellow line. So I think a little bit of this game's taking a toll on them with their legs, where Baltimore's keeping possession of the ball a lot more than Harrisburg can.
Yeah, we had talked about that a lot in the first half, how much possession Baltimore had, and Harrisburg was chasing. And it looks like it's catching up to them here in the fourth. So Never Ready did not want to touch that. That looked like that would have been a second goalkeeper touch. And now he turns the ball over with a 3-line pass. So a few mistakes there by Harrisburg. Again, maybe fatigue kicking in a bit.
Yeah, it looked like they were trying to get some changes and lay the ball back, and the keeper couldn't touch it there, then put him in a bad spot. He turns the ball over. Now the Blast have a good opportunity here on the free kick.
Silva with the restart, as Harrisburg did a good job blocking that, as Harris and Silva now battle.
There's been a lot of grabbing and pulling and pushing. The refs are letting them play, which is I like, which is good. Another 3-line here.
Navarrete struggling a little bit.
Yeah, he's coming out of his box a lot more now. Harrisburg kind of relying on him to be the playmaker, and he's turned it over twice here now.
So now Mello to restart from the offensive yellow line.
Blast really have not converted on their the turnovers here. Just haven't really drawn up a good play. Each time I think they've shot it right into the one-man wall.
Yeah, you would like to see maybe some redirection or diversion or something.
Yeah, something a little off the ball a little bit more.
Ospina with a foul, and DeSantos brings it out. Scheinfeld back to DeSantos. Down to Betcher. I believe that's the first time we've seen Betcher today, as he's had a few seasons there in Harrisburg. Betcher now going to get the double team, as Scylla with a silly foul there, as the double team is coming, and he gives a free kick for Harrisburg.
Yeah, just a little too much in the back there.
Harris to restart for Harrisburg.
Francis.
What a hit. I tell you what, Don Francis can strike a ball.
Yeah, and I don't even think the Blast even seen it.
No. He can strike a ball.
He was screened on that, and he never even had a chance at that one.
Francis, he was actually contemplating retirement between the end of last year and this season, but has decided to come back, and that's good news for Harrisburg because he is definitely their top gun. Again, 48 points last season, 28 goals, and 20 assists. So almost as Francis goes, Harrisburg goes.
Yeah, that's a tough player to replace point-wise.
Silva to Pereira to Pacheco. Thompson to Pereira. Into Silva. Great ball by Silva. What a block by Francis.
Yeah, what a great save there. That saved the goal.
That was a wonderful, wonderful give and go by Silva and Pereira, and now Dominic Francis, maybe a little frustrated, PJ, because he just got a 5-minute misconduct, looks like, for dissent.
Yeah, I think he bounced that ball there, but that's not a good decision on his part with 7 minutes to go. Now he's going to sit out for 5. Trailing by 3, that's the guy you do not want in the box for 5 minutes.
Yeah, with only 7:29 left in the fourth, he's out for 5 minutes. That is a big chunk of the time remaining. And like you said, PJ, for your top goal scorer, that is tough sledding now for Harrisburg.
Yeah, Harrisburg, depending on what happens here, they go down by 4, Ethan down by 3. They're going to have to start thinking 6 attacker and starting to press the Blast a little bit more.
Looks like we have another official discussion as we look to restart. It will not be a man advantage for Baltimore. It is not a power play for a misconduct penalty, so it's still 5v5.
Well, I do see Mike Diesel out of the box, so
okay.
At some point he did serve his 5 minutes.
All right. So Harrisburg not shorthanded. Ooh, there's Silva's cannon that we've been talking about. If he can get that on frame, look out, because that was a fantastic block. Silva has a rocket. Mello to restart. As now we have another stoppage.
We have a challenge flag.
So I thought Harrisburg lost their challenge. They challenged the earlier play that was not successful.
I don't even know what they'd be challenging here. This is a free kick. That was a block off the screen. But yeah, if they lost their challenge the last time.
PJ,
So now we have a 2-minute penalty?
Well, I am assuming Baltimore had too many players on the field. I believe they're getting a 2-minute penalty for too many players. And now Coach Bascombe is just irate at this point, and he has gotten a misconduct.
Where are you getting the... it's a free kick, so you can't start the play with too many men on the field. So where is that coming from?
That's a great point, and I think that's what Bascombe is saying, and he is absolutely livid on the bench.
So the Blast went from having a free kick to a 2-minute penalty and not having a free kick.
And now it's Harrisburg's ball.
I'm not sure what's... Yes, and Harrisburg's ball, and now they're on the power play.
So it was a too many men on the field call, and now we have another yellow on Baltimore's bench.
Well, whoever got the yellow before is not in the box, so I'm thinking they just got another one.
Well, I know Coach Bascombe received a yellow.
Okay.
So someone has to go in.
Someone will have to serve.
Someone will have to serve that. PJ, I've been around the game for a very long time. Coach Bascombe was losing his mind on the bench.
I'd have to go back and look at the replay, but I don't know where they called the too many men where you can challenge that. Even if Harrisburg lost their challenge, and then it was a restart play, I don't know how you can start with too many men on the field. I'm not sure. I'm not sure where they have that.
So nevertheless, Harrisburg goes on the power play. Harrisburg last season 29% on their power play, which was 11th in the league. Baltimore's penalty kill 53% last season, which was also 11th in the league. So both teams looking this season to improve on those numbers.
And the one player you're missing right now for Harrisburg is Francis.
He is definitely one you'd want on your power play, as Baltimore has Thompson, Thomas, Diesel, and Mello on the penalty kill. And Harrisburg has Da Silva, Tavernisi, Harris, Dengler, and Favia on the penalty man up for Harrisburg. So 1 minute, 13 seconds left on the penalty to Baltimore as Zierhofer gets the ball down to Jamie Thomas, looking to kill some time. Double team's coming, and he turns it over, and Harris looks to break. Tavernisi to Harris. So Baltimore in a box formation here for their penalty kill. as they switch the ball to Harris. If you're Baltimore, you need to look out for the big shot of Dangler up top. As De Silva shoots wide and Harrisburg recycles. Dangler. Good block by Thompson. And Jamie Thomas with the ball for the blast. That's a bad turnover by Jamie Thomas.
Tried to hold on a little long there. Probably should have just dumped it, but...
Yep. It's a great point, PJ. That is not where you want to get a turnover on the penalty kill. And Baltimore is at full strength, so they have successfully killed off the penalty. As, again, we are even strength here with 5 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Baltimore 6, Harrisburg 3. Kerstetter. Tavernisi looking back post, and it's over the glass. That's our official timeout for the fourth quarter with the Blast 6 and the Harrisburg Heat 3.
While science has become better at treating people, we can't ever forget the importance of how we simply treat people. At MedStar Health, we get that when you need to see a doctor, you might need to see one today. Or if you need help on the weekend, you'll need an urgent care that's, open weekends. And if you need to stay home, then a video visit might be just what you need. The best of our minds, the best of our hearts. MedStar Health. It's how we treat people.
Every day, all across Maryland, we help employers keep their workers safe from accidents and injuries. We're Chesapeake Employers Insurance Company. At Chesapeake Employers, workers' compensation insurance and workplace safety have been our passion and our specialty for more than 100 years. We help protect Maryland workers because...
At the end of every workday, someone's waiting for your safe return.
Connect with your local agent or visit us online.
The story is changing. The words ever evolving. Bolder, braver. We are architects of opportunity, and what we're building is more than buildings. It's pride. College is capable of being more, and every day we're proving it.
Welcome back to TU Arena in Towson, Maryland, as the Baltimore Blast are leading the Harrisburg Heat by the score of 6-3. 4:54 remaining in the fourth quarter. And PJ, you would think Harrisburg at some point down 3 now will be looking to go 6 attacker.
Yeah, I think you got about a minute. Harrisburg's got about a minute of run and play here where they got to just press the ball over the field, try to get a goal to cut this within 2, and then they can start thinking about pulling that goalkeeper and going 6 attacker here.
So we'll see how long Harrisburg waits to go 6 attacker. I will tell you here in Baltimore, you are rolling the dice when you go 6 attacker.
You are rolling the dice, but you can also pull 6 attacker. You can also close a 3-goal deficit very quickly.
That you can. So 4:54 remaining in the game as Pacheco looks for Zierhofer to Silla. What a cheeky little pass by Silla. Baltimore content to possess here as Harrisburg has to press.
Yeah, you're Baltimore. You want to keep the ball and just make them run.
DeSantos in his own corner chips it out. As Kerstetter commits a foul on Pereiras, and it will be Baltimore ball. PJ with Harrisburg already looking pretty tired. Now they're going to have to press. This is going to be a tough road to hoe for Harrisburg.
Yeah, they're gonna need to get this ball back and score goals pretty quickly here, and then call a timeout to get their sixth attacker on, get some fresh legs. But if it keeps going like this, they're not going to be doing any good.
So Pacheco fouled and a goal. PJ, that was actually really well done by the officiating crew because they were going to call a foul. He plays possession. Herreras gets the ball in the corner and finishes top shelf.
Yeah, they let him play the advantage there, which is good because they would have denied a goal. But Herrera just scored a goal from a very tough angle.
Yeah, I'm no geometry teacher, but get the protractor out on that goal because that was a crazy angle.
What a good goal. And for the Blast, 3:50 left, 4 goals lead. That could that's a big goal. That's an insurance goal there that could keep them winning this game. And it looks like they may be going 6 here now.
They are. They have Jake Dengler in the 6th attacker jersey. Now, PJ, another rule change this year. And we're going to affectionately call this the Mike Zierhofer rule, as goalkeepers can no longer throw the ball in the goal for a goal. As you may or may not know, Mike Zierhofer actually scored a hat trick last year against Utica.
3 goals on 3 throws?
Yes.
Well, we'll see what they do now. I mean, he may just take the full 4 seconds before he throws it and probably just dump it into a corner.
So a bit of a wrinkle in the rules this year. Goalkeepers no longer able to throw the ball into the goal, which again usually occurs when the other team is in 6th attacker mode. As Mello restarts for Baltimore. Jamie Thomas, back to Mello, down to Mike Diesel. Diesel and Da Silva. That's 2 big guys.
Yeah,
that's
big
guys.
Foul. It's tough with this smaller field too as a 6th attacker on defense, because usually you'd have your 6th man playing man on man with a guy. It's hard in here. You really can't. You can score from a lot of angles.
It is an art form to play 6th attacker on this field. It really is. It is so different compared to many of the other fields in the league. So
yeah, a longer field you can probably get away with that 6 guys stepping up and leaving the goal open. Here you really can't.
So Harrisburg brings the ball up with 2:45 left in the game, as they have Dengler in the 6th attacker jersey, as Silva is battling on the near boards right in front of the Harrisburg bench, as Baltimore content to sit back in their defense and hopefully counter this 6th attacker. Dengler, Tavernisi. And a deflection goal by Silva. Joey Tavernisi with a 6th attacker goal with 2:14 left in the 4th quarter. Harrisburg climbing back to within 3.
Yeah, this could be dangerous, because I think Francis should probably be released here from the box soon. So he's definitely going to be out there on the 6th attacker trying to... I would assume he's probably going to have 5 or 6 shots by the time he's released with all the shooting he does.
Yeah, a bit unfortunate there for Baltimore, as that was... looked like it was going wide, and Silva with the deflection. As Juan Pereira gets it over to Diesel. Diesel to Thompson. Thompson to Diesel. Look in the corner. Dengler does a good job there coming out of the net as 6th attacker.
Diesel may have got away with a 3-line ball there too.
DeSantos to right. To Kerstetter, back to DeSantos. Baltimore will fall back in defensively as Dengler has the ball at midfield. To Tavernisi. Back to Dengler. Juan looking to chip him, and it's wide.
Harrisburg should probably be looking to call a timeout to get Francis out of the box.
Yes.
I would assume his 5 minutes is up. I would have called a timeout to get him on the field.
Yep, he cannot be released from the box unless there's a stoppage in play. So he is stuck in the box on his misconduct penalty. Dangler, another turnover. However, Juan's first touch just lets him down. And Panton on the back post. And PJ, Heat back within 2.
Yep, another unforced turnover by the Blast in their own defensive end. I think they've given probably 3 or 4 out of the 5 goals by just turnovers. Kind of hurting themselves here. But now you got a 2-goal lead here. 50 seconds left. That's what I said. 6 attacker in this field. You can score a lot of goals quickly.
Yeah, Juan Pereira had a free and clear exit from the defensive third, and his first touch just let him down a bit. And the Blast turned it over, and Harrisburg now within 2 with 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Jamie Thomas, Mike Diesel goes to the corner against Dangler. Thomas now looking to just possess the ball.
Pereira's tough angled goal was very important at this point. This could have been a 1-goal game.
Harrisburg breaking out now. Saved by Zierhofer. Oh, that is a newcomer mistake right there, PJ, as that is an illegal procedure, and Harrisburg will have a free kick at the top of the arc.
Yeah, this is dangerous. This is going to be a major overload with a 6v5 here that they're going to have a lot of good opportunities to score here to make this a 1-goal game with 15 seconds left on a field you can probably score 2 goals in.
Just a little inexperience there by Mateus Silva, one of the big bright spots for Baltimore, and with 17 seconds, you do not want to give Harrisburg a free look at the top of the arc. So Coach Healy has his team on the sideline here drawing up some plays as Baltimore has not gone over to the bench, PJ.
No, I mean, there's really not much to say. These guys, you've worked at this in practice. I mean, it's a basic setup. 2-3-man wall. The other 2 guys playing a little high, trying to block the ball. So they know what they got to do. This is really the game right here, this free kick, right? You capitalize, you got 15 seconds of maybe tie it up. You miss, you got to score 2 goals in 17 seconds. So this is really the game right here off this free kick.
So Baltimore, Thompson, Diesel, Thomas, Mello, and Silva. For Harrisburg, Harris, Dangler, Favia, Tavernisi, and DeSantos. Tavernisi, and a goal.
Little, like we talked about, little misdirection and overload one side. It's hard to defend that. You just got to hope your goalie can be in the right place to get a block. But now you got a 1-goal game with 15 seconds.
PJ, Baltimore's heart has to be skipping a bit right about now.
Yeah.
As Harrisburg back to within 1. And a goal! Mateus Silva! Mistake on the defensive end, positive on the offensive end, as Baltimore pretty much seals the deal there with 6.5 seconds left in the fourth quarter. That's a big goal, PJ.
Yeah, that'll pretty much do it. I think Harrisburg was trying to get that ball to the keeper. They could throw it down to the end of the field and possibly score with 5 seconds left. But 2 goals in 6 seconds is going to be a pretty tough task here.
So right there, PJ, in the old days, I say old days last year, Mike Zierhofer would have tried to throw that ball in the goal there when he caught that ball. Nevertheless, that is a final as Baltimore takes the win over Harrisburg 8-6 as PJ, that was a little too close for comfort there in the end for Baltimore.
Yeah, a little 4-goal lead shrunk to 1, but smaller field, 6 attacker. A lot of these games have happened that way, but I think the Blast will take it. A 1-goal win on their opening night here.
Yeah, a lot of moving parts for Baltimore as 10 returners, but well over a dozen newcomers. So the talent level definitely is there. It's just a matter of how long it's going to take them to really start gelling.
Yeah, there's a lot of positives in it. Some negative things to work on. Obviously, you don't want to turn the ball over in your own end, but it's going to happen in this game. But trying to get some of these new guys out here for their first game, get the nerves out. Now they're settled in a little bit. You can work on things. It's easy to say they do it in practice, right? You don't see it in the game because it's faster. Now they know what to expect, and hopefully going forward, they'll be even better.
So, PJ, I was going to ask you about this player. Our player of the game is Bruno Henrique. What were your thoughts on him in this first game?
I mean, being here for the first time, I think he had probably the most impact on the game offensively for the Blast. I think he had a couple shots that he played defensively, but 4 assists and a goal maybe on the night. Just contributed all over offensively for the Blast. Just every time the ball was on his foot, he created something.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, PJ. That was our save of the game there by Mike Zierhofer. As again, Harrisburg tried to make it close there late, but not enough. Again, as Baltimore takes this one with a final of 8-6. So PJ, for PJ Wakefield, I'm Brad Crossley. Don't forget, fans, upcoming home game for Baltimore